Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing at me, Case TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of cruising through Season 9 here, the penultimate, second to last season. Penultimate does not mean super ultimate, it means the second to last. Different definition of ultimate. Not ultimate as in final, not ultimate as in great. Penultimate just means prior to. So there you go. In case you don't know, that's still something that drives me crazy when people do that. All right, qualifier. Whoops. I'm gonna start it anyway, but yes, it is just a section. I didn't even do that. I wanted to see how many laps, but it's not a lap race, just a section race. So, I got about 45 minutes before I end the stream. Is my audio okay? Yeah, it's okay. Listen to it. Start event, skip session, and I was mad because earlier in the stream I forgot to skip the free practice. So I spent, 10 minutes, 15 minutes I didn't have to. Trying to get through the season as quickly as possible so we move on to the next game I'm going to be playing. I still haven't decided exactly. I've got 2 games in mind. Not sure which one it's going to be. I have to play them yet. I've installed them. I bought them. I've installed them, and I haven't played them yet. I don't know enough about how the seasons work to see the careers work to see how whether it'll be appropriate for playing on stream. The one I'm pretty sure, my fallback one, but I have one that I would like to play, which is Rims, which is by the same publisher. I don't know if it's the same developer. I could easily look it up, I just never have. My concern with that game is I think it's structured so you can do seasons and a career, but my concern is if it's as outrageously difficult as this game in terms of the AI, even the lowest AI level, I can't come close to finishing 9th unless I run into a bug. I can't come close to finishing in the penultimate position without running into a bug. If it's like that, then I'm not going to play that game because that makes terrible content. I'm not saying that this is terrible content or anything. This game clearly has my lowest view count on YouTube. And view times. I'm sure it's even worse. Alright, let's do it. It's a less popular game than the other ones that I play. Dirt Rally, I release one a week. And that will be through 2024 before I'm even able to play the new WRC game, which is the sequel to Dirt Rally. It's the same company, Codemasters. I need a new console to do it, and I don't have the money. I had the money put aside, but I'm waiting a little bit till the console matures too. There's probably going to be a newer version out, a pro version out soon. I have an Xbox One X right now, which was like the second upgrade to the Xbox One. But Dirt Rally, they're still supporting the official Dirt Club through 2024. So I stream that and publish that once a week on YouTube, and that's got more people that play it than this game. And then the other games I play, SnowRunner, very big audience for that, and then Civilization 6, very big audience for that. So not as big an audience as some of the other games that I've played on my channel. If you go to YouTube, you'll see what my the playlists I have for the various games that I've played, including a Minecraft, which I don't play anymore, which has had the biggest audience, I think. So, I mean, more people play it than any other game. I don't know what the audience is like for watching videos, but my experience is that it's huge. You know, I used to, when I was into Minecraft, watch a lot of Minecraft videos, more than any other game. But I had enough of Minecraft. The developers are just too. I was a professional software developer for decades, and believe me, I would not still have a job as either a programmer or as a manager. You know, I've had all those positions as a designer. If I was as bad as Mojang at producing Minecraft, it's just terrible quality, horrible quality. And also, I've seen a lot of videos lately. Like, I think those were always out there. Minecraft, you know, Mojang is ruining Minecraft. Now I agree with them. I may not have agreed with them in the past, but made changes to the game recently that, like, making certain things harder to acquire in the game for no reason at all. It's not like they need to balance the game, quote unquote, in some way. It's a sandbox game, right? But somebody there decided that the game was too easy, or it's too easy to get, you know. Some of that's because the bigger content creators, you know, are always complaining that things are too easy, which is ludicrous. Why do you listen to these people anyway? They're not your core audience. So, but they're the loudest ones. So anyway, yeah, making changes that I have a long-term Let's Play, or had a long-term Let's Play world. That was my thing. That was my you know, that's the content that I provided, was a long-term Let's Play world. That's kind of a big deal. I play the what's called the Bedrock version, the cross-platform version, not the Java version, and that's basically what you see in the Bedrock version is, you know, Let's Play worlds. Now, some people reset their worlds every year or something, or every time a new version of the game comes out, major version. It's like once a year, major update. But then others, like me, like to keep the same world, and when you add things that you can only get by exploring new areas of your map, and if you add more areas to your game, the game will crash because the quality of the game is too poor to be able to not corrupt your game file when it gets above a certain limit. And you never develop the technology to change that because you have no respect for the Bedrock version of the game, because all of your developers don't play that version. Yeah, it's a terrible situation. So I've had enough of them. Had enough of the game. Great game. Can't stand the what's become of it. Can't stand the developers. So I stopped playing. Let's see. Minute 24 compared to 7 seconds. We'll just not even talk about that. Well, let's see. 70 seconds is a minute 10. So, you know, that's not too much more than 10 times. All right, let's move on to the race. Let's hope it's not a 3-lap race, because I don't have time for that. And there's nothing else for me to do except that, so I will regret it. Section 2, all right. This might, I'm warning you, this might be a shorter YouTube episode. If I run into a race that is going to be a 40-minute race, I'm 20 minutes into the episode. I'm just going to end the episode there. I'm not going to and I'm not going to stop an episode in the middle of a race, because for one, I can't. I have to keep the game running for a week. And this is the end of the stream, so I would have to keep the game running for a week. And there's nothing else for me to do. I've done all the weekly events, bi-weekly events are available, because they've also lowered support for this game. Speed of games that go down in quality as they go on. There's only one active event right now. Special event. I looked at the map. It's like, is that right? There's only one? They start off with like 4 or 5 active all the time, and then it went down to 3. It was pretty consistently 3 for a long time, between 3 and 4, and now I look, there's only one active one, and one that is inactive but still in the collect reward stage. So it's like it goes for 2 weeks active, and then another week you have after it's active to collect your rewards, and that's it. Like, wow, really? That is terrible. So those are things I can do between, if I don't have time to do a long race, or a long qualifier like the final qualifier. I can usually do one of those, and there'll be, if there's a variety of them, there's bound to be one or two, bound to be at least one that is just a single section I can get done in 10 minutes, but if there's only one, I already did it earlier in this stream, because it was just a section, I was able to do it. But if it gets to the point, so I've got nothing else to do unless I do a free play race, which I would just end the episode and the stream before I did that. Not that I mind doing free play races, but I don't think it necessarily makes good content. And I've discovered everything on the map. There's Discover, so I've done all the career stuff, and I've done all the open world map challenges, not the weekly challenges, but the open world map challenges, like beating this guy or whatever. I've done all of them that I could possibly do, which is one on each map, one on the Super Sport map and one on the Superbike map, and that's it. So I don't think they even they don't. I don't think even the AI skill level it can be set on those challenges. I think it's just this challenge is geared towards uses the beginner physics model and the slower AI, so we recommend level 1 upgrades, and then there's other challenges that say, well, we recommend you have at least level 2 upgrades before you attempt this challenge. We recommend level 5 upgrades to do this challenge. I can't do a level 1 upgrades if it's at all based on how well you can do the thing. Because I can't beat another player, another AI player, even the lowest level AI player, and I can't meet any of the time limits. So the only ones I'm able to do are ones that involve not falling off the bike more than 4 times, and I've done those already. So achieving or maintaining a maximum speed and not falling off, that's what I can do, but I can't do it within a certain time limit because the time limits are way too aggressive for me. I don't know who developed this game. I mean, I know it's a new company. They have no experience in developing a motorcycle game. Had no touch with who the average consumer is going to be. If they sell the game, what do they care, right? They sell it to people that don't know. But I'm here. I'm doing this entire season to teach people that this is not the game for you if you don't have, unless you're really highly skilled and experienced at motorcycle racing games. This is not the game for you. And I'm highly experienced and not highly skilled, but you know, not the worst, certainly. For an experienced player, I'm, you know, maybe in the bottom quartile, but at the top of the bottom, you know, I'm probably in the 3rd quartile, maybe slightly below average. If you look at my dirt rewards times, they're all right around between 2nd and 3rd quartile. So, free practice we skip. So it's not just that I stink, it's the game is not geared towards your average. Even even racing game enthusiasts is not gauged towards that. Not the career mode. I'll be more specific. Not the career mode, not the timing challenges. If all you want to do is free play races and try to set your own personal best times, that's another thing entirely. Which hopefully they've gotten the feedback so that TT Man 4 will be better in that regard. But my experience with sequels always get harder than the originals, so it's unlikely that they're going to make the game easier. So I think this may very well be the last TT Man game I buy, sadly. Having all 3 of them and having played 1 and 2 a ridiculous number of hours, probably less than 1 to be honest, because I didn't buy that game new, but I bought 2 when it first came out and played through that game a ton. I hear a little clicking. I might have to unplug the mic. I am going to. Sometimes it will click because I literally bump the cord that goes into my controller. But in this game, I don't kick it. I bump it. You know, it's in my lap. But in this game, it just starts doing it on its own, or if you graze it, it'll start and then never stop. Somehow in this game, I don't know how, but somehow in this game, they ruin the microphone. I just don't understand how it would be. Wouldn't that be an operating system thing? But it only happens in this game, so I don't understand it. The big deal they made about this game, they say, with an open world. Now with an open world, it's like, wait a minute, TT Man 2 had an open world map. The only difference is this open world map is on the Isle of Man. And, you know, it's a little bit bigger, I think, but they had an open world map, so they lie in their advertising. They had an open world map. It's not new. The idea of an open world map in this game is not new. Now, they've improved the open world map. improved in terms of made it bigger, and you drive on the actual roads of the Isle of Man. So but overall content, miles of track, I would guess that this is bigger, that may not even be true, because most of the open world is the Isle of Man track. So there is, maybe not most, around half, maybe slightly less than half of the open world is the actual mountain course. And probably like a third. I'm gonna guess like a third, maybe. No less than a third. So no more than 2/3 of the map is the open world part that's not on the map. So the entire open world for TT Isle of Man 2, how much smaller is it than the extra roads that they've added on the Isle of Man other than the mountain course? So they had the entire mountain course in Isle of Man 2. But everything was rebuilt from scratch, so I don't know if they used if they somehow used the files for the open world Isle of Man 2. I haven't gone through it with a fine-tooth comb to see the placement of the street signs and stuff. But the layout of the course was the same. This might be slightly more accurate, but it's basically always the same. So what will TT Isle of Man 4 look like, and will they bring back the calendar in career mode so that you don't have to just play a single track? Now, how they did the calendar in the TT Isle of Man 2 was such that I'm not even sure if they had different AI skill levels that may have been based on what races you chose in a calendar. I don't know, but I knew I could beat, I didn't have to always play the easiest calendar. I could play higher levels and still be able to qualify for the final race, because I didn't have a time limit that I had to do for the final race. And they had Junior TT, which was on the Isle of Man course, and Senior TT and stuff, which was on the Isle of Man course. Here you just have and of course Isle of Man 1 had sidecars. They haven't had since. It was a DLC, but it was great. You wouldn't fall off the sidecar. I could win races in Isle of Man 1 sidecar fairly convincingly. And even not in the sidecar, I could compete. TT Isle of Man 2, I could compete against the lowest AI level I could beat, and compete at even like I said, the intermediate level. But here they have 71 skill levels from 30%. AI skill seasoned 100%. That's not right. I know it's a qualifying session, but I didn't mess up I don't have to set that again for the new season, do I? I don't think I do. Anyway. Yeah, notice it's showing me I've got the best qualifying season lap. And everybody else has done a lap. But now I'm going to say, okay, I'm done. And I'm going to be last by a lot. It makes no sense. I mean, maybe for them, they do an out lap and a hot lap. For me, I get the autopilot, so. Okay, I better check the difficulty, because that's telling me my AI difficulty is 100%, which is definitely not what I want. I might have to start a new season. I sure hope not. Yes! No, that's control. Yeah! AI skill level, 30%. So why was it telling me 100%? Was that just a display bug, or was it actually giving me 100%? Not that it matters. I'm going to be last anyway. Okay, let's get in. Maybe I can get in 2 more races? Probably only 1. It is just a section. If I hurry, I can get in both this race and the next qualifier before I end the stream. Okay, here it's showing AI skill seasons 30%. So was that just a display bug for the qualifier, or was it a bug in that the qualifier was 100%? I don't know. Maybe it's always been that way. Maybe it's just maybe it's just 100%. Maybe it's just whatever skill level you set for the race itself, not for the qualifier. And the qualifier is always 100%. Whoa! Whoa! Distraction! Of course, you swerve even though it doesn't matter because they're ghosted once they start to go down, but your instinct is to swerve. Now he's going to hit me. When he comes. Oh, he's not going to hit me because I'm going to be off the road. If you're anywhere near the road, they will hit you. And looking back is really not something you want to do around turns and stuff, so. And there's, you know, racing bikes don't have rear view mirrors or anything like that, so. I assume that you still, in the actual race, if you're being lapped, you have to yield, but you're probably not going to get lapped on the Isle of Man course when it's only, you know. I mean, it's not a mass start anyway, so are you supposed to yield to the guy behind you? I mean, here, they have mass starts, but the actual race isn't a mass start, so. Are you supposed to yield to the guy in front of you or behind you if they're faster? If they catch you after, you know, if they made up their 10-second gap, are you supposed to yield to them, or is it their responsibility? I think it's more the person behind's responsibility. I mean, even if it wasn't their responsibility, practically speaking, they're the one that can see the guy in front of them, have to wait for the opportunity to pass. So, and leaders will run into slower traffic on, if there's only a 10-second gap. Faster vehicles do run into traffic. Oh! I suppose in the actual race, people get lapped because of mechanical things or whatever. I don't know. I don't know enough about the actual race to know whether that happens. I know if you're doing a 100-lap race, you know, you're going to get people being lapped in a, you know, an F1 race or something. I don't know how many laps they do in F1. I don't think it's 100. Not like NASCAR. I mean, the number of laps they do in NASCAR is more than 100. Because when all you're doing is driving around in a circle. How big is the Daytona course? I don't think it's 500 I don't think it's 5 miles. It's big, the Daytona Breeze, but not as, bigger than the Indy Speedway, I think. And if you're just driving around in circles, you're going to do a lot of laps. Nah. Since it's a stadium, what I'm saying, if it's a stadium course only, I suppose there's, Grand Prix courses that are just stadiums, but they're wiggly and stuff, so there's more, oh, come on, cross the finish line. Everybody got a penalty? That's weird. I still finished last. It wasn't a mass jump start. This game has so many little bugs, I don't know. Bugs in the AI, bugs in... Didn't that almost look like a little TV in the corner there? Old picture tube TV. Alright, let's see. Is there time to do another qualifier? Oh, qualifier probably. Well, is it going to be a section? Yes, just a section. Let's do it. We got time, and then this will be it. Scrolling up to start event. As soon as it loads. I'm playing off of a external hard drive, which is, it's not just the Xbox is slow to load, it's an external hard drive, which is not a brand new external hard drive either. Skip the free practice. I guess the new Xbox Series X is supposed to have a not the current one, but the new one. It's going to be an SSDI drive, so everything will be fast. Which is why the Xbox Series X right now is almost as cheap as the Xbox Series S. Although I don't have room for the X, I have no place to put the X. I'm going to have to get an S. I am not waiting. I'm just going now. I'll be ahead of them. They'll hit me, but it doesn't matter because it's raining anyway. First time it's rained this entire stream, which has been 4 YouTube episodes. But since it's raining, I'm required by contract to sarcasm to mention that, to apologize for the motion blur that happens during rainy races. The Twitch app on Xbox was rewritten, and it no longer gives me the ability to manually set the bit rate. I just have a drop-down selector, and the highest bit rate I can set is 6,000 kilobit per second, which at 1080p is going to have motion blur. In particular, on the YouTube replays, because YouTube then takes the file that has motion blur on it from Twitch and recompresses it, and so there's some, I'm sure it's a lossy recompression, so the motion blur is even worse on the YouTube. I apologize, but I work with what I got. I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not the ability to be real fancy with my stream. Even, the most professional streamers will have some motion blur, and when they publish a video, they record it separately. Even if it's a recording of a stream, they'll record it separately. They'll screen capture, the stream, but they'll screen capture the game, not the stream video. Well, not screen capture. They'll both stream and capture the raw game footage, so you'll see them. You know, they'll be able to post it in like 4K, where nobody's gonna be able to stream in 4K. I don't know, some people maybe can stream in 4K these days. But I am not recording this. It's off of a stream. I mentioned I have an external hard drive, but that's configured for game storage, not for recording storage. I'm hoping to, when I get the new Xbox, I'm gonna get another hard drive, and so this hard drive could be for games, for recording storage. I'm gonna reformat it for that. But I'm still not gonna download and re-upload and edit the videos, because I do all my editing on a tablet. When I am forced to edit a video because the Twitch editor can't handle it, I have to do a voiceover afterwards or something, because something got screwed up with the audio or something. Occasionally I do have to download and do a more sophisticated editing job than just transferring it. Otherwise, I can use the Twitch highlight editor, which basically all it lets you do is cut out sections and split up sections. It doesn't let you set transitions or add text or anything like that. But since I publish 13 videos a week most weeks, I don't have the ability to download and edit and re-upload 13 videos a week. Don't have the time or the ability or the desire. I'm a quantity over quality guy. That's me. Totally different than how I've always operated my life and my career. Complained about Mojang earlier and how they've done things. Well, that was pretty fast. Maybe I'll actually be able to do the race too. Let's see how the race is. Am I the course? And last. 10 times what the guy in front of me did. How about that? Okay, let's see if I can cruise through this. I'm not gonna bother to get rid of the rain if I can do this. Section 2, let's do it. Oh, it's also raining. Okay, whatever. Up to 40 minutes, but I'm gonna go. It'll be over 45 minutes, but it should be under 50 minutes, hopefully. It'll be under an hour. If you're watching a YouTube episode, you know how long it's been. And it's even a mass start, so I don't have to wait 90 seconds for the guys in front of me. Oh, I did not time that well. Nice. Well, now I don't have to worry about people running into me like I sometimes do when I pass the first few people early in the race, and then they inevitably pass me back. One, I got a slow start, and two, I ran into the first bike I came to. I was talking about quantity over quality, right? Or as somebody once said, I wish I could remember who gets credited for saying it, is quantity has a quality all its own. That's the which, you know, is true for certain things. Not usually true for video games. But I don't know. I like, you know, I'd rather play some kind of adventure game with lower if the lack of quality just means lower graphics, you know, 2D versus 3D graphics or something, but it's a bigger world, like 10 times, you know. Well, okay, if your definition of quality is quality of graphics, not quality of, you know, stability of the game, then I would rather have quantity over quality. Give me more of the game. I don't care if you have, you know, professional voice actors rather than word balloons. I'm thinking of there's a game out now, old school 2D animation. I'm only interested in it because it stars a black cat, which I love. Black cat. Love black cats. It's called Little Kitty Big City. And, you know, the graphics of that is very old school 2D graphics, and I don't think they have voice acting. It's just word balloons, at least based on the trailer. But, you know, if the adventure is good and the quality of the game is good and it's a longer playing game, you know, it takes you longer to get through the game than, like, Stray, which has, you know, really good graphics and I think voice acting, then to me that's a better game. It's, you know, quantity over quality has a quality all its own, depending on what you're looking for, depending on what the quote-unquote quality or lack thereof is defined as. I mean, if it's a terrible adventure full of bugs, then no, that's not then I would not prefer that. But if it's just, you know, the graphics or voice acting or whatever is not quote-unquote quality, I don't care about. You know, I will gladly play GoldenEye, or which I can't play on stream because you can't turn off the music, and I don't want to get dinged by Paramount or whatever, even though it's old 8-bit versions of the audio. It's still the James Bond theme audio, and you can't turn it off because it plays. You can turn it off during the actual level, but you can't turn off the menu music. It's like, what? I can't turn off the menu music. That means, and it's you know, it's copyright enforced music. I can't stream this game at all then. I can't produce videos for this game at all then. Well, that stinks. So, but I have played the quote-unquote sequel of the game, Perfect Dark. But yeah, that's a, you know, I would rather play that game than a lot of modern shooters, which quote-unquote better quality, better graphics and things, but what was the Doom? One of the Dooms had like so many bugs, wall clips and stuff, that I think the speedrun record is 10 seconds or something. The not the glitchable, not the no glitch. All right. 51 seconds versus 15. See, non-qualifiers, that's only a little over 3 times the gap. So there you go. And I got it done with still only 45 minutes in the game. Let's change the weather. I will look to see what the next qualifier is. But 45. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's really pound through this season. The faster I get through the season, the faster I have to decide what I'm going to play next. The faster I get through the rest of the game. Which isn't necessarily what I want to do, but I'll still be under an hour. I'll be over 50 minutes. Come on, load. Oh, see, it's taking a while to load. It might be longer than I want. Skip to practice. Yes. Boy, I would have had time for even another race this stream had I not accidentally did a free practice. Well, it wasn't a lap, it was a section. Gotta remember to hydrate. All right, let's do it. Let's get out there and do it. Go to track. Bam, first place. Oh, I'm trying to steer during the autopilot, which actually you should be doing anyway. Just to get in the feel for it. I really thought I was steering. I remember, I won't discuss the perhaps altered state, brain state of the person I'm about to talk about, but back in my young adulthood, neighborhood, questionable neighborhood, a bunch of people would get together and play video games. I had a video game system. People would be, my youth was a long time ago, so, I'm not talking a PlayStation, I'm talking Atari or something, maybe an early, Atari 400 computer or something, I don't remember, but when exactly this happened, but been a big crowd of people, and somebody was playing, and I don't think they were serious, but they were like, oh, I'm jamming, and it was the demo that was on. Be quiet, I'm jamming. They were in an altered state, but and everyone else was teasing this person, but I don't think they were serious. It just reminds me of that when I'm actually steering during the autopilot. I'm not on autopilot now. I actually have to steer. Keep that in mind. A lot of straightaways here, which I like. I set a personal best on the Schnell mountain course. I never remember what it's called. Called it the Snuffleupagus mountain course. Yeah, 22:35, which is my fastest time ever. I'm on the Superbike, and that was with level 3 upgrades, but, you get faster with the better upgrades, but you get better handling, but you also get faster, and faster and better upgrades means you have the potential of doing faster laps, but it also means you're more likely to fall off because the better controls don't keep up with the faster engine, because your reflexes don't get any faster as you get older, I'll say that, but your reflexes don't get any faster when you upgrade the bike in the game. So you still have a cap on how fast you can drive and how good your engine is and not fall off. Even though, you have better shocks or whatever, you're still going to fall off the bike. Better brakes, well that's good, but if I'm not braking, if I can't see the turn, I'm not going to brake in time, even with better brakes. And I can't see the turn in time because I don't have the reaction. Does anybody know what I'm trying to say? All right. See, that's another thing. You can't scroll to the right. You have to scroll down to get to the menu on the right. Weird. All right, ending the session. Yes. How did I do? Now, see, much different. Like 8 times worse. Anyway, I will hit continue here. I forgot to do that last episode, but it was just showing me a reward screen. But that is going to do it for me today, folks. It is 4 o'clock here, which is the time I try to end by. I don't have a hard limit like during the week, though. Oh, one of my ear bands fell off. I gotta find that. It's a critical for my tendonitis. Ah, there it is. All right. I am going to end it here, folks. If you're watching on Twitch, though, stick around for a minute. I'll see if there's someone to raid. Next stream will be next Saturday at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time of this game. Next stream total will be tomorrow, Sunday, at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Going to be playing some Snowrunner. If you're watching on YouTube, the next episode of this will be the next week, and at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So either way, I hope you have a great afternoon, great evening, great morning, great night. I forgot to skip night. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. Okay, Twitch, stick around. YouTube. Bye-bye.